Renaissance. The Renaissance was a period of great cultural, artistic, and intellectual rebirth in Europe. It marked a transition from the medieval to the modern world, and its influence is still felt today. Renaissance poetry in Croatia. Introduction to Croatian Renaissance poetry. Croatian Renaissance poetry is a vibrant and influential literary movement that emerged during the 15th and 16th centuries, marked by a revival of interest in the classical ideals of ancient Rome and Greece. Themes and characteristics of Croatian Renaissance poetry. Religious allegory. Many poets incorporated religious symbolism and allegory, drawing inspiration from Christians' teachings and mythology. Humanism. Croatian Renaissance poetry was imbued with humanist themes, emphasizing individualism, classical learning, and the human experience. Love and romance. Exploration of love, courtship, and romance through elegant and expressive verses was a common characteristic of the poetry. Nature and beauty. The poetry celebrated the beauty of nature, exploring themes of love, beauty, and the splendor of the natural world. Key Croatian poets and their work. Marulić, known as the father of Croatian Renaissance literature, wrote Judita, an epic poem of significant cultural and historical importance. Držić's comedies, such as Dundo Marože, exemplify the literary achievements of Croatian Renaissance poetry, characterized by wit and social commentary. Zoranić's work, Planine, is considered one of the earliest examples of a pastoral novel in Croatian literature, capturing the essence of the Renaissance spirit. Renaissance poetry throughout the world. Renaissance poetry. As we leaf through the pages of history, we will unearth the origins of reading journals, from ancient scrolls and parchments to the illuminated manuscripts of the Middle Ages. We'll unveil the secrets hidden within the margins of Renaissance books and witness the rise of Victorian diaries, shedding light on the reading habits of the past. Key poets and their work. Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, an early modern Spanish writer widely regarded as the greatest writer in the Spanish language and one of the world's preeminent novelists. His most known book is Don Quixote. François Rabelais, a French writer who has been called the first great French prose author. His most known work is Gargantua and Pantagruel. William Shakespeare, an English playwright, poet, and actor. He is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. His most known book is Romeo and Juliet. Forms and structures of Renaissance poetry. The Middle Ages saw the rise of illuminated manuscripts, a form of art that combined religious devotion, illustrations, and vibrant colors. While primarily religious in nature, these manuscripts also allowed for personal reflection through marginalia, which were notes, comments, and thoughts added by the reader to mark their journey through the text. This blend of art, spirituality, and literature provides insight into the development of reading journals during this time and into the future. Influential poets of the Renaissance. Francesco Petrarch. Known as the father of humanism, his sonnets were instrumental in shaping the future of poetry and contributed to the development of the sonnet form. Sir Thomas Wyatt. A pioneer of the English sonnet, he introduced the Petrarchan sonnet form to English literature and greatly impacted English poetry. Edmund Spenser, famous for his epic poem The Faerie Queene. Spenser's work reflects the grandeur and idealism of the Renaissance period. Characteristics of Renaissance poetry. Intricate language. Renaissance poets used rich and elaborate language to express their ideas and emotions, often incorporating classical allusions. Emotional depth. The poetry of this era often delved into complex human emotions and philosophical themes, reflecting the intellectual climate of the time. Imagery and symbolism. Renaissance poets utilized vivid imagery and symbolism to convey abstract concepts and ideas with depth and detail. Literature and philosophy of the Renaissance humanism. Emphasis on human potential and achievement, inspiring intellectual and creative endeavors. Dante Alighieri's masterpiece. The Divine Comedy, a literary landmark, reflects Renaissance themes of individualism, free will, and religious questions.